Good morning, YouTube. Today is February the 15th, which means that here in America, yesterday was Valentine's Day. And I had gotten my grandmother, my mom, my wife, boxes of chocolate. I do that days in advance because I don't do stuff last minute. I try not to. And I could see when I gave it to them, my daughter looked like, she was a little like, where's mine? Bad mistake on my part. So, but of course, I had to make up for it. So, what I did was, I said, okay, I got to get her something I didn't get anybody else. So I went and I got her a bunch of flowers and a bunch of balloons. Because my daughter is supposed to know daddy's always thinking about her. And I do. But I wanted her to understand, I want to set that bar high in her mind of what a man's supposed to do. So she saw me get them that. She sees the special flowers that I get her, all pretty, all beautiful. The balloons. And nobody else gets flowers and balloons, just her. So she's special. As a father, one day she's gonna grow up, and I want her to be appreciative of things that people give her, but I want her standards to be high. So then I'm like, hey, I'm already here. I'm already getting flowers. Let's go ahead and make this real special. Let's go ahead and set this bar real high. Let's get untouchable. So what do? I call up my girl. I say, hey, who's at work with you? How many girls are at work right now at this moment with you? She tells me, oh, there's one. So what do? Go back to the store. Mind you, I'm not just getting, flowers. It's the vase, the flowers, the water. I gotta go ahead and, mix the little packet in there. So I go. I make custom flower arrangements and take them for her and her coworker. Why? Well, I want to set the bar high. As a man, I don't want to be a man. I should be striving to be the best man. So not only am I going to get you a Valentine's Day gift, get your coworkers Valentine's Day gifts too, even though I ain't never seen them. I have not ever seen them, don't know anything about them. You could not even confuse the fact, oh, maybe he's interested, oh, I'm jealous. Nope, never seen them, don't want to see them. I'm not even going to give them to him. I'm going to walk in with all the flowers into your job and hand them all to you. Once I asked her how many women are there, she kind of knew what was up. All right, cool. So then I'm like, hey, I've already done my workout today. I'm talking about yesterday. And what do? I say, you know what? It's not enough. We got to set this bar higher. I call her back. Hey, who else is going to be at work with you today? Who's coming in late? Who's coming in later? And then I start counting women around me. I'm like, all right, I got amazing neighbors next door. I got great neighbors across the street. Check. I got my girlfriend's mom, my wife's sister. I got, my wife's brother's not here at the moment. He's out of the state. Guess what? That's my job too. So her mom gets 2, her sister gets 1. That's 3 plus the neighbors. That's 5. Then I say, oh, my best friend's sister doesn't live that far from me. That's 1. She has a daughter. That's 2. She has another daughter. That's 3. So I'm at 8 sets of flowers. Done. So I go back. I make 9 Oh, plus one coworker. I make 9 custom sets of flowers. Buy all the flowers, trim them, arrange them, vase them, water, flower food, all that good stuff. And I take flowers to all the women around us that we interact with. One, I do it because I want them all to know I appreciate them. And it's hard, especially saying, you know, I'm a man, for me to get them something that shows I appreciate them. I do my best every day, right? But this is an opportunity for me to show how much I appreciate you, your daughters, everyone in your family. So I do so. Maybe me just showing them, hey, you're appreciated not just by your husband, but by other men around you. It'll brighten up somebody's day. It'll give somebody that little bit of hope. It'll give somebody that little bit of happiness that day. Maybe by brightening up my wife's coworkers' day, it makes them a little bit happier, which makes my wife's day a little easier. Gives them all something to be happy about instead of complaining about, oh, the manager this, the owner that, these customers this. It gets them in a whole new mindset. So I go to pick up my wife from work. I say, hey, your other coworker there? She said, yep. I say, here you go. You take them in. I'm going to go ahead and get flowers for everybody. And then I'm going to get them for our neighbors. Because I believe in neighborly love. I believe our neighbors are part of our community. We're not separate individuals. We're all here together. My neighbor has a car problem, I'm there. My neighbor has this problem, I'm there. My neighbor gets hurt, I should be there. So in that respect, I need to show them I appreciate them. Now, I did that for Mother's Day, but I plan to do it for Father's Day too. I want to set the bar high. Now, what happened after I did all this? Neighbors across the street, the neighbor next door, actually, I didn't know this until after all this. They had brought flowers for my mom, my grandmother, and my wife like a week ago. I didn't even know about that. I never heard about it. Nobody said anything about it. Because I would have got bigger. But it's the thought that matters, so that's fine. So what did I do? What else happened? The neighbors across the street, they went and they bought flowers for the women in my family. You know, and I looked at this as a great opportunity because I sent my wife to drop the flowers off across the street. The kids were home. They had just got home. My wife goes, rings the doorbell. Some of the older girls come to the door. I'm not going to go because it's a house full of women at this time. The husband's at work. I send the wife. She's like, hey, I'm the neighbor across the street. This is for you guys and your mom, da-da-da. And they're like, oh, we remember you, da-da-da-da-da. And it gives them a time to interact. If the only times you interact with your neighbors is when something goes wrong, it's not going to build that bond. So the neighbors across the street, they got, you know, the Ring doorbells and all that kind of stuff. So, and they called their mom and told her about the flowers. And when their mom gets home, she has flowers for my family. Building this community, building this, you know, this neighborly love. I'm not made out of the most money. If I could, I would love to go get neighbors for all the go get flowers for all the houses on my block. Just to show every woman in that area, hey, someone's thinking about you. You're appreciated. Thank you for being you. I've never met you, but we're in this together. I just want to see you smile. My wife's job, I want to go ahead and go there, and I want to make everybody smile. Make a happier environment for them. My daughter, I want to set the standards high. So just remember, guys out there, what you do, everything has an option. Everything has a cause and effect. I want to set the bar high for all men. I want all the women around me to know they're appreciated, and I want them to not settle for less. Thank you.